Welcome to r/leopardsatemyface, where the schadenfreude is so real. Yes, you did. You voted for all of this. I voted for none of this. Prominent influencers, including Theo Von, Joe Rogan, and Andrew Schultz, are starting to distance themselves from the president they helped propel to the White House. What a surprise. The candidate that was known to betray people betrays people. And their very obvious incompetence starts showing up. And oh look, all of a sudden, all of these grifters are getting f***ed over. Crazy that. I cannot wait to see what they would say when Project 2025 gets into the banning pornography and mandatory military draft part. I mean, wait till they get rid of weed. They can outlaw it, but they won't ever be able to get rid of it. Too many of us have low-energy homegrown tents now. Hashtag legalize it, guys. Come on. Thank you very much, POTUS and Speaker Johnson. My wife served her country, worked for the Air Force for 15 years, went to the CDC, and now she's been riffed. You have lost at least 2 of your supporters forever. Thanks for nothing. MAGA hog. You've lost at least 2 of your supporters forever. And the Phantom Menace. Oh, that's a good one. Need to add that to my list of Trump names. Where I'm going, I don't need supporters, only slaves and enforcers. Exactly. You won't have to vote again. It really never ceases to amaze me, the level of parasocialism with these guys. Oh no, you'd stopped voting for Trump definitely and won't vote for Republican again? Which we all know is a lie. Yeah, Trump's really gonna be reeling over and crying because of this. You've done so much. Pam Bondi convinced federal judge to force Second Amendment rights group to hand over member list, and appears to be building a federal gun registry. Oh, what's that? The fascists want to analyze all the gun owners, probably to take their guns away. But oh wait, all of these Second Amendment rights groups are all for that party. Breaking. MAGA just got played again. Trump's current government, through Pam Bondi, just convinced a federal judge to force a gun rights group to hand over its membership list. That's a gun owner registry. No law, no vote, just betrayal from within. MAGA built the surveillance state. Oh yeah, and this has totally nothing to do with all the Palantir stuff, by the way. 1,000,000%. Oh, of course. Anyone else but a MAGA who's thrilled about owning the libs understands that this phase is the minor part of starting an authoritarian regime. The important part is really disarming the population. You can't have 400 million guns in the hands of the citizenry and expect to run a successful family dynasty-style dictatorship. That's where the real work happens. Everyone is under the boot, not just the political opposition. I'm pretty sure Stephen Miller right now is trying to figure out how to relabel the NRA as a radical left organization. Well, yeah, the president does have what was it that he said? Plenary authority? Totally doesn't mean anything. They don't really have to. 90% of the membership are bootlickers. I mean, yeah, it is a cult after all. Trump voting Florida health insurance agent is surprised the GOP is raising his healthcare costs? Wait, but I thought Trump equals low prices. This can't be true. Longtime Florida insurance agent Alan Reynolds, 65, predicts many of his customers will allow their policies to lapse when the price hikes become clear. I mean, they're already pretty clear now. An independent who leans conservative, Reynolds of Port St. Louis, called Obamacare flawed, but said he favours the continuation of the enhanced subsidies. And not pulling the rug out from other people. I mean, it's fine when it doesn't affect you though, right? Yeah. His family is also affected. I wonder if that's the reason he's complaining. You know, it's not like political narcissism is a thing at all, definitely. The loss of his wife's subsidy means she is likely to pay about $1,200 or more each month, up from about $500 in 2024, he said. I voted for Trump, Reynolds said, and I didn't expect this. Oh yeah, because Trump has like the most spitting, amazing track record ever. Yeah, 1,000,000,000%. The Republican Party has always said they wanted to get rid of Obamacare. This is literally what he voted for. Well, yeah, he's meant to get rid of Obamacare, but then like add Trump care or something. Or just, everyone doesn't get healthcare except me care. Yeah, that's really what he meant. You know, because after all, politics isn't about, like, you know, the greater good or anything. It's about serving one specific person who's having a fit on Facebook or Twitter. Yeah, that's really who's meant to be accommodated for. Conservatives have fought tooth and nail to stop healthcare reform from passing since the pre-ACA debates, and death panels for grandma and Palin-T types protesting at the local VFWs. They've never been supporters of government-provided healthcare or insurance. The thought of private companies not profiting off of our ailments, disease and treatment appalls them. Well, I mean, let's be fair now. Think of the shareholders. Like, come on. You really think the shareholders are gonna enjoy, like, what, cheap healthcare that's not extortionate as shit? What are you on? Hey chat, if you guys enjoy the content and want to see more of this gay guy reading stuff, you should totally like, subscribe and share, cause it helps a lot. Also, if the audio on this sounds a bit weird, it's because I'm currently in London. Don't ask why, but I am. Anyways, back to the video. Oh yay, Looney Luma. I really don't miss seeing her, but can't have a good episode without her. What the fuck is America First about allowing Qatar to have military base on US soil? Definitely not because of, like, you know, a $400 million jet or anything. You know, but not a bribe, everyone. This is an abomination. So much for Make America Safe Again. By letting funders of Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood have a military base on US soil. Unfucking believable. Just unbelievable. I really never got Looney Luma's Islamophobia, but alright. Open corruption? In my openly corrupt government? See, right, here's the thing. Corrupt governments are fine, as long as it's corrupt in my good way. And you know, obviously we're persecuting people or being racist pieces of shit. That sort of corruption's totally fine. But anything else that I deem unworthy? Bad corruption. They are a very transparent government because they're bad at their jobs and lying. Like, we know Trump is guilty every time he says, "It's a hoax, fake." Every time he says that, we know the accusation was true. Suing the Wall Street Journal for billions, and 2 weeks later, the estate of Epstein reveals the exact birthday card. Yet another transparent hoax that was 100% real. Well, yeah, but like, you know, Epstein and all that, you know, the party of protecting the kids. Despite that, Epstein and all that's fine, but like being somewhat corrupt to someone I don't enjoy or don't tolerate? Ooh, can't have that now. Trump critic and former National Security Advisor John Bolton to be charged soon, sources say. Bolton would be the third critic of the president to face federal charges. New York Attorney General Letitia James and former FBI Director James Comey were recently indicted. Charging political opposition and critics? Yeah, definitely doesn't scream authoritarian or anything. Vivek Ramaswamy finds out the hard way that he'll never be accepted by conservatives. Wait a damn minute, you're telling me that the party of bigots and racists are bigoted and racist? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now that's some pretty controversial news. That racists are racist. Crazy.
I'll be 100% honest with you. You cannot be a real conservative. Your people did not build this country. You are not like us. And why are you masquerading as a Christian?
So much for being the party of tolerance or whatever. I mean, I don't think they were advertising themselves to be like that. But Jesus Christ. People never learn, do they? After being an outspoken conservative for years, Vivek Ramaswamy finds out the hard way. He will never be truly accepted by his party due to his Hindu background. Yeah, he learned this a couple of years ago when Ann Coulter told him to his face that she could never vote for him, just because he's Indian. It's one of the best watch someone die inside clips since that cooking show Pizza Fail. His response in the moment was to tell Coulter, "I respect your opinion." She told him, to his face, he would never be white enough for her, and his first impulse was to tell her that's okay? Sheesh, he really, truly hates himself. But never enough for them. Wait a second. Wasn't he the economy candidate? No, he was the Trump equals low prices candidate. You know, and he still is. The economy's doing fine, just don't look at it. You know, the propaganda will tell you that everything's fine, so it must be. The US economy saw essentially no job growth. What a surprise. Trump doesn't benefit the economy? I mean, in other news, the grass is still green, and water's wet. This really shouldn't have come to a shock to anyone who hasn't been paying attention. Yeah, the economy is the one thing I disapprove on Trump. I don't think I know anyone who's doing better financially now than they were a year ago. Remove the tariffs. I mean, yeah, but what, you think they're gonna do that? No, because obviously you need to pay the piper for the rich people's tax cuts. Come on. Because trade deficits don't matter and should not focus trade policy around them. He does not have presidential authority to say that there's some national emergency because of a trade deficit. These tariffs should be smacked down by SCOTUS. But they won't. You know why? Because they're bootlickers.